All right, so what's going on, guys? Hey, this is Brian with Proline Concepts Custom Wraps out of Kelso, Washington. So I am here at my dad's place that he is letting me build a makeshift garage or a low budget garage. So I went down to Harbor Freight. I picked this up. It's 200 bucks and I put it together. But my intention is, so the floor down here is going to be epoxy. I've got to have a clean surface. The walls here and from that beam right there across is going to be roof. It's going to be plywood, insulated, sheetrock, everything. So, and I'm going to have heat down here so that I can start what I want to start is my business and do something for the next 20, 30 years that I enjoy. The reason why I got into vinyl wrapping itself is because I've got my Camaro out here that I absolutely love, and I wanted to get a matte black hood. So the matte black hood that I went down to a local paint shop and said, hey, you know, let me get this wrap. So it's going to be like 800 bucks. I'm like, wow. He says, well, look into vinyl wrapping. He goes, I'll give you the name of a company here in town. You call them. You're going to go ahead and, you know, you go through them. And I'm like, okay. So I called $500 to wrap my hood. And I'm thinking, that's unbelievable. I can go on eBay and anywhere on the internet and I can buy a brand new hood that's matte black. Well, it might be matte black, a true matte black, or that they call a denim black, a satin black. I just didn't want to take the chance of buying a new hood and it being just a primer black. So I started looking into vinyl wrapping myself. Long story short, I got into it, and what I found out was that on my car to do it was going to be far less than what this company quoted me. Now, my first one I ended up doing my hood, my roof, I did my trunk, and I did my spoiler, okay? And I did all that. The material for that, it probably ran me like, I don't know, it was like 150 bucks. And so I started thinking, you know, I want to offer the consumer something that they can enjoy, something that they can afford and do at the same time. So I started this company in hopes that people out there can understand that, you know, I'm not out here to make a whole bunch of money. I wanted to do something that I just enjoy. And cars, motorcycles, boats, you know, I just want to work on them. So that's why I'm starting this business. Now, in order to be more diversified, I'm looking at doing hydro dipping. I'm working with a company. They're called Hydro Dip, and they're out of Baker City, Oregon. I'm working with Scott down there. He's a great guy. I've had a lengthy telephone conversation with him, and you know, I think he's a lot like me when he wants to do something that he enjoys, and he does. He really does. And so I'm super excited to work with him. And I'll put a link in the description for them. I'm also doing powder coating. So I'm going with a company called Prismic Powders. The powders that they have are unbelievable. And so, you know, when I look at being diversified like that, you know, I look at a car like this, okay? So my next plan, my next reveal for my Camaro is all going to be in a satin black. Everything, it's going to be a full car up. Now, my shark fins down here, they're going to be in a probably either a gloss red chrome. I'm not going to go with the super chrome. I can, but that's what I'm looking at. And then my wheels are going to be satin black. They're already satin black, but I'm going to repowder coat them. And everything on this face right here is all going to be in red chrome. And so that's just kind of, when I look at a car, I see things. I like to be a little bit different. I like the things to stand out, but not look too gaudy looking. You know, subtlety is great. And, you know, my motto for my company is going to be quality and not quantity. I'm not going to push out, 4 or 5 cars a month, doing full car wraps. I'd rather do, 2 to 3 cars a month and have customers happy. And my work's gonna be guaranteed. You have a problem, you bring it back, and I'll fix it, guaranteed. And the thing with vinyl wrapping is that if I vinyl wrap this whole car, and let's say some person out there gets mad or upset or just doesn't care, slams the grocery cart into the side of my door, scratches my vinyl up. And let's say they scratch up this whole thing. So the process with vinyl is that it has memory, and it's a great product. It has air release technology now. The vinyl industry has just revolutionized itself through the years, and you can literally take vinyl and you can heat that up if it has a scratch. Now, satins and mattes, I don't really know so much, but your glosses, things like that, you can polish them, you can heat them up, and you can get that scratch out. Or instead of taking it to a paint shop, now if you have a scratch here, what they're gonna have to do is that they have to mask all this, and then they have to burn what's called burning. It's a process in the paint. They have to burn that paint in there. I'm not down talking the paint shops or anything like that. I just recently wrecked my Camaro. I hit a deer. I went through GT Paint and Collision. They're out of Longview, Washington. Great guys down there. I love what they do, but I'm talking affordability, okay? And that's what a lot of people are about today. They want things that they can afford and enjoy at the same time. So that's why I'm starting this business and what I'm doing. So that's why I started with a low budget garage. The floor is going to be epoxy. And this is just a makeshift garage. And so what's going to happen is that I'm going to plywood and then sheetrock insulate all of this so that rafter right there is going to have a roof on it. Same thing. I'm going to have it insulated. I'm going to have a heater down here. I'm going to have my lights. Everything else, my dad was really great and helping me get this going. And so anyways, that's what I want to do. And I'm going to throw this video out there. I'll see what it does. Hey, you know what? If you like it, great. If you don't, I'd be wondering why you don't like it. Leave a comment on why you don't like it. I always want to know. Constructive criticism is one of the great things in this nation that we have today. So anyways, that's what I got, man. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.